Morning everybody. Today we are harvesting seaweed down on Newlyn Beach. It makes a great fertiliser. Kelp especially. Got a lot of this sea lettuce in there as well though. Doesn't really matter. They're all good stuff. Good nitrates and things. I'm just using a knife to cut off the big stalks and stuff. Like this one. Like this has got a great big stalk. That won't compost well, so just cutting that off with a knife. That bit, go back in the sea. This can go on my garden. Lovely. When I say we, I mean we. Well, the girls are harvesting their own thing. Let's go and see what they've collected, shall we? We've promised Ali that she can take anything home she can fit in a rucksack and carry, so it should be interesting. I've got a bin bag full of seaweed, ready to go really. We're going to hang out for a bit and have a snack maybe. Careful! This is our bag of seaweed. Put that onto that. There we go. Loads of it. But what we need to do now is get most of the salt off of it, so I'm going to wash it. Nice.
Everyone, step aside, step aside.
We made these straight to what chunks, not from elderly people. This is Satan. Calm down. Thank you, Al. That's lovely. Let's see your fossil. Ali's making fossils.
Yeah, it's only my favourite.
So we made some Satan the other day, and we had some leftover oranges. So we're making Satan à l'orange. Satan the orange.
Orange Satan.
Orange Satan. So yeah, it's going to be like, hopefully a bit like duck à l'orange. A duck in orange sauce, I don't know. More like the Chinese one rather than the French version. Yeah, sorry, I didn't get like a taste test bit because it was so smelling so nice. Yeah, it's great. We got it over rice with some steamed veggies. It's lovely. Yes.
Kicking cup.
Yeah. Let's put a gap in between. Put a space. This big one. There you go. And now do kiss. Kicking cup.
Which is kicking cup?
Right there, Papa. Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Ah.
This is what we're doing this morning. I'm laying down with the boys. And Laura's writing her memoirs in pink.
Yeah, I did choose pink.
Yeah, she chose pink. Ali woke up in the night and Mummy had to get up and deal with a nighttime accident, which is the first one in ages, so it wasn't so bad. But it's raining and miserable outside, so I'm very discouraged from going for a run today, and it's supposed to be a run day. And also that means we can't dry our clothes, we thought, so my lovely, lovely neighbour, I just dropped him a message and said, can we borrow a tumble dryer? And he said, yeah, of course you can. So, yeah, we can dry Ali's bedclothes before this evening, which is great. So that's all in the wash now. And going round. Bean's gone back to sleep on the sofa. I managed to get back to sleep in the bed. Ali hasn't been back to sleep yet. But Popeye's very happy. Look at that little moose face. Happy boy. Sorry folks, very little video today. It's been quite grey, so it's not been a very inspiring of days today, but it has been a good day. Printing some photos on the new printer, which is working brilliantly. Now I've got new ink. We wrote some letters today, me and Ali, and then had a great little bite to eat at lunchtime, and I then dropped off and snoozed from about 1 till about 3, thinking I wasn't going to run today because it's so grey. But it wasn't hammering down, it was just putting me off because it was grey. And then I got a text message from my mum saying, don't lose the habit of it, basically, as if you have more than 2 days off it will possibly break your habit. So I went and I ran, but I didn't run as far as I normally run, 5k, which is 5k at the moment. I've been running 5k easy. I say easy, at a push. So I ran 3.3k and didn't have to go far down the hill. I only went about halfway down the hill, so I didn't have so far to come back in the wet and damp. But that 3.3k seemed like absolutely nothing. Now that sounds crazy even coming from me, and I'm the person doing it. But yeah, it felt like, I don't know, I wasn't even out of breath really. It's so bizarre that I can do this now. Have this strange other skill that I can just run places if I want to. Not fast, but I can run distances, which I never could do. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to work on another project, the patches jacket project that I mentioned in another video. I didn't even begin to do it, as what happened was I tried to sew on one patch and I managed to sew it on to a sleeve, which you think might be good, but no, I sewed it through both sides of the sleeve so you can get your arm in. So I unpicked that and started again. The next time I did it, I managed to sew it on very, very loosely, and I didn't sew it in the middle of the shoulder, so I sewed it to the back of the shoulder instead of on the sort of coming down from the lapel. So that annoyed me. So in the end that day I just gave up. I wasn't doing very well and I got frustrated, and I thought, right, rather than getting angry with it, just leave it and come back to it another day. So that's what I'm going to do this evening. And I had a genius idea. Bean's got an old mannequin. Mannequin's now wearing the jacket. I can position and pin everything where I want it now, and then sew it on at a later date. Here we are, the starts of the patch jacket. So this is my super expensive bench jacket that I'm now turning into a patch jacket. It's not super expensive, I paid £5 for it. So we've got Goonies, Marilyn Manson, Antisocial, Transformers, Aliens, Space, and to go on the back there's a big patch. Yeah, big alien. It's cool, isn't it? There are a couple of other patches that I have seen that I really like. There's one for an album called Mirror Reaper, which is just an amazing patch. I said to Bean, Bean said to me, do you want anything from the shop? I said Cornetto, in a joke.